Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this April the 1st, which is April Fool's Day, and there's no fooling about the weather today, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Monday out there so far. Everybody has a great Monday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at across the country here. As you can see here, we got a storm system moving over the middle portion of the country. This is bringing a lot of severe weather with it as it continues to march off to the east. And we have a moderate risk of severe weather over Oklahoma. We'll be talking about that in the season video. Moderate risk up here in Ohio. Slight risk for much of the Carolinas all the way down to the Gulf Coast. We'll be discussing that in the video as well toward the end. Also, we're going to take a look at your forecast as well for Tuesday and Wednesday. The Watches Warning Advisory map. Like I said, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center overview and the storm reports that came in this afternoon. And then, like I say, then we're going to take a look at the day 2 and day 3 outlooks for your severe weather as we round up the video at the end of this broadcast. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button and you're in. You get my forecast. Unless something comes up that I'm not able to do it. I've been missing my forecast a lot. There have been a few things I had to take care of. And I just ain't had time to get around to it. But hopefully I'll get back on the show, back on the road and all that stuff again. And we can get the my forecast back going again. Alright, well anyway, let's go and get the show on the road here. We're going to continue our forecast. We got this little system here that moved out of the northeast, moving away. But this is the storm system here across the breadbasket of the country, stretching all the way down toward the Mexico region. All of this activity is moving off to the east. May bring a good snowstorm to the northeast and some severe weather across from Pennsylvania south to the Carolinas down to Florida as we continue to roll through Tuesday and Wednesday, maybe a little bit Thursday along next to North Carolina, but we'll discuss that in later in the video. Alright, now here's your forecast for your Tuesday, April the 2nd, which is we have some mixed precipitation up here in portion of New Hampshire to Vermont, down to Maine, portion of Connecticut, and in New York State and Pennsylvania. More mixed precipitation up here around the Great Lakes region from Michigan to Wisconsin and the portions of Iowa and also in Illinois and Indiana. Shower activity down toward Massachusetts, also toward Rhode Island, toward New Jersey, also toward a portion of southeast Canada. Got thunderstorms and showers from Ohio to Pennsylvania to D.C., Delaware, down to the Carolinas, Florida, also back to Louisiana, southeast Texas, back up to Missouri, Kansas, Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. We got shower activity up here in portions of from Illinois back to Iowa to the Kansas area, and also in the portion of Oklahoma and north areas of Texas. The yellow slashed area here in portion of Ohio down to Mississippi and Alabama, portion of Georgia. Severe weather possible. Flash flooding and heavy rain also possible from Tennessee up toward Pennsylvania. Alright, we have mixed precipitation up here in New Mexico and eastern Arizona. Also some critical fire weather issues over portion of New Mexico and the Texas region. We got more shower activity up here, portion of Idaho, Washington, Oregon State. Mixed precipitation there as well, and also more shower activity along coastal areas of Washington, Oregon State, and the Pacific Ocean. Alright, otherwise, dry high pressure is in charge of all of Canada, through much of the United States, down toward the Baja area of California, Yucatan Peninsula. The Baja area of California, Gulf of California, Mexico, now we can say the Yucatan Peninsula right in here, Jamaica, Cuba, the Bahamas, and much of Florida and Florida Keys. Portion of Maine, New Hampshire, New Brunswick, and also into portions of Newfoundland. You're under dry high pressure, and all this activity is for your Tuesday, April the 2nd. Alright, let's move on to your Wednesday forecast now. As you can see, we got some heavy snow over portion of Maine, back into New Hampshire, Vermont, portion of New York State. More mixed precipitation up here in eastern Maine, down to Connecticut, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, down toward the western North Carolina mountains, northeast Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana. We've got thunderstorms and showers from portion of Illinois down to Kentucky to Tennessee to the Carolinas, Georgia, all of Florida, including the Florida Keys, coastal areas of the Carolinas, all up to the Outer Banks, Virginia, and also up toward the Delaware, D.C., and Maryland, and New Jersey vicinity with thunderstorms and showers. Alright, That'll be pretty much early in the day, so most of the activity from north, from Virginia to the Carolina, Florida, should be moving out through the remainder of the afternoon. But we'll get to that tomorrow when we in tomorrow's forecast. All right, you can see here we got some shower activity over Montana, same along coastal area of Washington, Oregon State, Northwest California, and a big area of mixed precipitation up here in portion of Washington, Colorado, down in California, Idaho, and also in Montana. A little bit of snow up here in Washington, Oregon State. Otherwise, high pressure is in charge of all of Canada, also into portion of New Brunswick, Newfoundland, through much of the United States, from North Dakota to California to portion of Atlanta, Georgia, including Texas, Gulf of California, also down into Mexico, the Yucatan Peninsula, Jamaica, Cuba, the Bahamas, as well. All right, pretty much all of this is under dry high pressure. And all of this activity for your Wednesday, April the 3rd. All right, let's move on to the watches, warning, advisory map. All right, we're waiting on the watches, warning, advisory map. Here we go. All right, this is what I was talking about earlier. We got a winter storm watch up here in portion of Maine, back in the portion of Vermont, New Hampshire, and also in the New York State, and also up in the portion of northern Michigan and Wisconsin region. Coastal flood advisories up here in portions of the New Jersey vicinity as well. And also we have some, let's see, trying to see what we got. I think that's special weather statements along coastal areas up here in the Northeast, from Maine down toward the Boston area. And then gale warning, small craft advisory from that vicinity all the way down to the Charleston area of South Carolina. We have a flood watch in effect for ports of Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio, and also in the ports of Kentucky, Indiana, and ports of Illinois. Hydro issues there as well. In the yellow, we have tornado watches been posted for Illinois, back into Missouri, all the way down into portion of eastern Kansas. Even got a thunderstorm watch there as well. More tornado watches in effect for Oklahoma, North Texas, even a severe thunderstorm watch here as well for central Texas. Wind advisory there also. We have a few severe thunderstorm warnings in Texas and also in the portion of Oklahoma. We got a tornado warning ongoing here in portion of Missouri, with thunderstorm warnings ongoing there as well. Special weather statements in portion areas of Wisconsin, also in Iowa. Winter weather advisory for portions of South Dakota. Same down here in portions of New Mexico. Winter storm warnings for a few counties in New Mexico and also Arizona. High wind warnings. Also red flag warnings also in effect for portions of southeast New Mexico. Western Texas. Got a few gale warnings to the south. North looks good. Winter weather advisories for the northwest. Winter storm watches west. Blizzard warnings southwest. Coastal areas, small craft advisory. Storm warnings there as well. All right. Now, here we go. All righty. I hope y'all can hear me. I don't know. Might not be able to hear a word I'm saying. But I'm going to give it a shot. So, all right. Here's the overview. Marginal risk from Virginia back into Texas. Slight risk in the yellow. Enhanced risk, moderate risk of severe weather over Oklahoma. Convective outlook. All right. Overview. Hope you can hear me. I think my old thing's messing up with me, but we've got a moderate risk over Oklahoma. Enhanced risk from Texas all the way to portion of Ohio and Indiana. And again, from portion of slight risk from portion of West Virginia into Texas. All right. You can see a little better this way. Current watches, tornado watches for Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Texas. Severe thunderstorm watch. watch is in blue. We had 0 tornado reports, so that's good news. Wind reports, we had 19. One was large. Oklahoma, Kansas, also into Texas. Hail, 24, Texas. Oklahoma, we're not to see a few more. Fire weather, critical and elevated over Texas and New Mexico. And Storm Prediction Center, as you can see here, we got general thunderstorm from Watertown to Philadelphia to Milwaukee to Houston. General thunderstorm, moderate risk over portions of Columbus area and also down toward the Cincinnati region. Enhanced risk from portion of Birmingham up to Pittsburgh. Slight risk from Mobile to Tallahassee for severe weather. Tornado probability, we have a 15% risk in the Fort Wayne, the south of Fort Wayne. Y'all gonna be in the bullseye. The brown is the 5%. The slashed area here from a portion of Nashville, Bowling Green, Louisville. You're gonna be in the 15% risk area. Columbia, South Carolina, you're in the marginal risk for severe weather. And general thunderstorm from Columbia to Savannah to Raleigh for your damaging wind. Let's take a look at it. That's where the heaviest winds will be in this in this red slashed area. 30% area as well. 15% risk area. Hail, pretty much same location, right over Ohio. That's where the heaviest, largest hail will be. Cleveland, Ohio, down to portion of Birmingham, being at 30%. 15%, and Chicago down toward that Shreveport, also Columbia and over toward Washington D.C. You're in the 5% risk for severe weather. All right, let's move on to day number 3. We'll take a look at it real quick. All right, general thunderstorm pretty much from over here in portions of Ohio, Montana, back into Oregon and North California. Same up here from portion of Burlington down toward Savannah, Charleston, Tallahassee, general thunderstorm. Marginal risk up toward Tampa, Orlando, Melbourne, Wilmington, Raleigh, up toward Baltimore, Washington, D.C., Virginia Beach. That's where a marginal risk of severe weather will be at on your Wednesday. Probability, 5% in the 5% risk area. Same areas, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., down to Raleigh, Wilmington, North Carolina. Same down here to Orlando, Tampa, and Melbourne. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Hopefully everybody can hear it. And also stay safe and well during this severe weather outbreak. Also, take care. And we'll catch you back in the next video. So have a wonderful, wonderful Monday evening, folks. Take care.